Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. It's Monday, so let's just jump straight into it and get into this week's vlog. So I started the day by just working through some work emails and catching up with the chat that I needed to respond to, doing basic like admin stuff. So once I got that out of the way, I went straight into designing the YouTube banner. You're in his DMs. I'm in his bed trying not to fart. I don't know, I've only got 2 images in my photos album on this Mac, and that is one of them. I don't know why.
And I don't even try.
I'm trying to find a photo of me. This is what I've got. So that's my new YouTube profile picture.
Yeah.
So I spent some time designing, and then out of the blue, Essy, who you can see on the left, called me up out of the blue for an impromptu shopping trip with her friend Annie. Okay, so this is the outfit. Sorry. And we are shopping in TK Maxx. I've already picked up some stuff, even though I wasn't even meant to come on this trip, this shopping escapade. I've already picked up a couple of things. There's a bra in there, and there's some jewelry. And this girl, you can hear her from everywhere. Oh my goodness, how cool are these? They most definitely do not fit me, but oh my god, so cool. Okay, I look like a rat, but I'm in the skincare section, and I'm just like seeing things that look really cute, like brands that are really cute. Like everybody was like going off about Mario Badescu when I was in like secondary school, and right here they have a glycolic acid toner. Sounds very intense, but it looks cute. It would look so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but secondary school associate would be screaming right now. Okay, so I think we're gonna head to a restaurant and then head home with Lawrence. So we ended up going to the restaurant that was on the uni campus because the amount of times I walked past it and never been there, and these guys said they'd never been there even though they went to this uni, meant that we had to check it out, and the food was probably going to be cheaper as well. The vibes, the scenes, everything was so chill and gorgeous. Like, it was so nice.
Actually, your outfit's kind of cute, you know? Is it? Yeah.
So eventually we ordered some food, and Lawrence arrived after playing football with some of his mates, and it was so nice. The vibes were really good. They were yelling, literally yelling, because I think they had some sort of student event on. If I turned the sound off on this, your ears would bleed, but I just loved how well Lawrence got on with the girls, seeing as he'd met them for the first time. And to be honest, it was my first time meeting Amy, so that was cute. Okay, good morning. I am making myself a smoothie for breakfast. So today is Wednesday, and today is a very important day for me because today is the day where I'm getting my hair done, and I'll explain why that's important in a bit. But yesterday was such a write-off, and I didn't really film anything because I couldn't sleep till about 5 or 7 in the morning. I can't even remember. I've been really struggling to sleep, and I've kind of ruined my sleeping schedule. So woke up super late. I had the one meeting at work that I needed to like do some stuff for, and then after that I don't even know what happened yesterday. I did go out to see Essy because Essy had made some food I went over there to pick it up, but I ended up eating some of it there and just hanging out for a little bit and watching Desperate Housewives. But I didn't feel like filming that because it was already so late in the evening. So yeah, today is the main event because, like I said, I've taken my hair out because I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna get it done with a wig. So I'm getting a wig put in, but it's very important because I feel like for the last, I don't know, since January, probably before, my whole life I've been on this hair journey. But obviously when I was living with my parents, hair was a difficulty. I wasn't allowed to do so much, but now that I've moved out, it's been a whole journey, it's been a whole experience, it's been a whole like trying to figure out what I do and don't like, but most importantly, finding out who is able to help me achieve the different hairstyles that I want to achieve. I've got my appointment at 9:30, and the wig that I'm getting put in is like my very first ever wig. So I've asked if she can put it in, but kind of like sew it to my head. So I'm basically wearing a wig, like a weave. I've just taken this hair out of my braids and I'm gonna wash it and get ready. I'm actually gonna show you my outfit today because I've been really bad at doing that. And then, yeah, I'm gonna take you with me and try and film some bits while I'm getting my hair done. And then just like the rest of my day. I feel like today's the day when my life begins. So I wore this all black outfit, and trust me, it was cute, but in this heat, it was not comfy. I think the top is from Monkey, it's old. The dress I think is from Mango. The shoes are from New Look, and of course, the bag is Coach. Like, come on now. So this is Laura, my stylist, and when I got there, she kind of just asked me how I wanted the hair done. This is the hair that I'm putting in. It's my old wig revamped with a new closure. It's gorgeous, and it's like it's lasted so long. So I told her exactly how I wanted it, and look, boom, just look at this hair. The way I'm getting riled up at how gorgeous it was on my head top. It wasn't even finished yet, and I was already so happy. Like I could feel my higher self rising before me. I could taste the higher self. And voila, here's a final look with a couple of curls put in that are gonna fall looser over time. So I decided to go on a hot girl walk to the park to help my mental health. So that's where I'm going to be for probably the next like half an hour, just vibing, putting my earphones in my ears and pretending I'm talking to somebody, but I'm really talking to myself. So I can already tell like this is good for my soul. This is helping my soul. Yeah, I'm gonna put my headphones in now and just like walk around, talk it out. I know I'll feel better. I'm really proud of myself for even doing this. So obviously today I went to get my hair done, and as soon as she put it on, like she hadn't even cut the lace. As soon as she put it on, I was like, yes, this is me. I recognize the girl looking at me in this mirror. This is she. Like, she has arrived. My higher self is looking back at me, and I feel so happy and so confident. And ever since I like walked out the shop, I was so glad I put makeup on. I was so glad I did my lashes, because as soon as she put it on, I was like, I have come into myself again. And I know that there's probably a whole thing that I need to like really deal with around hair and how much for me I tied up to confidence. But in general, I think it's so important for me to like reflect on the fact that like I have been on a journey my whole life, but especially like this year, trying to find like I said, hairstyles and hairstylists that understand the vision, that makes me feel really good and confident about myself, because hair is such a struggle for me. I have like 4C hair, and last March, I think it was March, I cut it all off. It put me so down about everything that I couldn't believe how much I hated everything because of my natural hair. It's short, it's 4C, it's never been cut, it's never really grown long. Hated it. So I cut it off, and a year later it's just as long as it was back then. I also texture released it, and it is growing underneath every style I've put in my hair since January. And I really went through a process of like, I'm gonna find what works for me bit by bit. Like at the beginning of the year, I was like, I'm gonna try weave for the first time, and my hair was still pretty short back then, and I hadn't texture released it, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try a weave. And so I got one put in. It was synthetic, it was like 20 inches long, and it was brown. I'd never had like a lighter color than black, and I just completely hated it because I just started going to the gym. It suddenly had like so much hair that I couldn't manage. It was sticking to me. Everything was just not the one. And I did not, after like the second day, I was just like, no. And I'd gone for that option because I was like, I really just want to test out the weave, see how I feel about it. And it was just not the one. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend a bit more money this time. Instead of like cheaping out, just going for like a cheap option and feeling really crappy about it, I'm gonna spend a bit more money. I got a bob, and it was human hair, and I got it as a side part because I was like, so let's do something different. Let's do something a bit different. Let's switch it up a little bit. So I got like a cute little bob, and it was a side part, but this time it was actually human hair. And I was like, oh, okay, I like this because like I felt so much better about not having to deal with so much hair. I didn't have to spend that much money because obviously the way it is a bob, the length meant that it was cheaper. Going to the gym, like I didn't have to worry about like tying it up and stuff, and I felt so much better. And I was like, okay, now I know human hair is the way to go. And then I think the next time I found a new hairstylist, I saw a new black hair shop, like wig shop had opened up like near me, and I was like, okay, I gotta try this. So I think I went and got a weave, but instead of getting kind of like I got a like more kinky texture, but I got it I think as a leave out, and I was like, this is not the one. And I think I might have like ruined, because it was a center parting, I think I might have ruined the center of my hair from how much straightening I did, because even though my hair was texture released and it was a lot straighter than it has ever been, it still did not blend because of how short it was compared to the length, which was like 18-20 inches. And I was so like, at first I was like, okay, this is cool, you know. I really wanted that natural look. I was like, really, like, I don't want to ruin my edges, I don't want anything like touching my edges. But girl, it was not the one. It was not the one, and I hated it. Like, I hated how much I would spend trying to straighten it and like make it blend, and then by the time I walk out the door, I'm turning to the side and I'm seeing bird's nest. I'm seeing bird's nest on top of my head. So angry. And so I said to myself, okay, no. So then I was like, I'm gonna get a full, you know, everything put away, put the weave on and put it away, because I never want to see that much hair being straightened on my head again. And I really thought, okay, that was going to be the one. So I just reused the back and put the frontal on. The closure on. No, yeah, it was a frontal. I got a full frontal for the first time in my life, because I thought to myself, this is the best way to completely like seal off my edges. You know, it's going to be fine. It looks natural because it's still the same kinky texture. The reason I was so angry is because my hairstylist basically, she cut too much lace off at the front and she cut it lopsided. So it was a center part, but the lace that was here was longer than the lace that was here. So she had cut it and it was basically on this side showing my edges. There was glue all up in my edges, and I got that done 2 weeks ago. So by the time I came home, because I got it just before my birthday like I was saying earlier, by the time I came home I was so like, I'd gotten it the day before, and she was like, I'll put the band on, which I did, and I slept with the band on, which was for the first time, like, I was actually being good and sleeping with a headband on to keep it from slipping. It was so uncomfortable. And then the day of my birthday, I was like, is it me, or why is my edges on show? And every day after that, it just kept slipping back, that I had to go back to tell her, like, it's coming out and I need you to sort it out, please. So she sewed the frontal down so it would stop moving backwards, but girl, there was no lace, so she couldn't even pull it forward. So I was just like, no. So I had this wig. This was my first ever wig, and I said to her, of all the hairs I've ever tried, of all the hairstyles, whenever I go back to put this wig on, I immediately feel so beautiful and so pretty. Is there a way you can like help me like revamp this wig? Because the lace at the front, I had it for 2 years, gone. It was destroyed. It was HD lace as well. So I left it with her and said, could you help me replace the lace and just generally revamp it? I want it to look the same. 2 weeks later, I came back, and here we are. It's not even glued down. That is the best bit. Because I said to myself, I am never putting glue on my forehead again. Because the way that thing has ruined my edges when I washed it this morning, it was so thin. I was so like, I'm just gonna leave it now to grow underneath this. What is it today? Thursday. It is Thursday. One more day till Friday. I'm so happy. Today's a pretty chill day. I have got one meeting today at 2 o'clock, and it's 12 o'clock right now. And I have a document that I really need to take a look at and edit for work. And like a couple of like little bits for work that I need to do. And then that's pretty much it for work. After that, I think I'm going to head back to TK Maxx because there's something I should have picked up when I went with the girls on Monday, but I didn't. And I really need it for my outfit tomorrow. So we're probably like looking some shops while we're in town. And maybe go for a drive. I'm not sure, but it's going to be really chill day today, not a lot going on. And I like it because sometimes you just need a so yeah, that's today's agenda. I'll show you my outfit and then I'm gonna get to work. So as per usual, logged in, did my bit at work, looked through my emails. I was working on the document I needed to work on because I needed to submit it for Friday. And so once that was done, I literally had a nap because girl, post nap, I kind of got ready because we were going to be heading into town. This set is from Because of Alice. I believe it is super long. Like I have to like tuck the waistband in multiple times, but the jewelry and the bag is vintage and I'm just wearing flip-flops underneath. I didn't really bother filming while we were out because we went to TK Maxx to literally pick up the one thing and then came back home. And by the time I got back home, I just decided I needed to like chill out and watch my comfort and favourite movie, which is The Princess Diaries. One more than two, but I love them both and I felt so much better immediately. Then it was finally Friday and I jumped straight in with this outfit moment because, oof, the back is giving. The dress is from ASOS, the shoes are from Lindsay.
Right here, right now. So we've just bought me a camera. Well, I've just bought me a camera and I came here for moral support. We've got a SD card as well to go with it. And now he's taking me to Smith's toy shop because I've never been. I feel like my life's about to change and he's going to buy me a tiara. Couldn't be happier really on a Friday afternoon. Ain't that right, boys?
We finished finished the day off with some KFC in the car and people watching, and that was it. We literally went home after that and chilled out for the rest of the evening.